Hello there. Hi, everyone. My name is Olive and welcome. And today I want to talk to you about building your self-confidence. And I have a personal story that I'm going to share with you just to emphasize all about self-confidence and a big way that you can boost your self-confidence. So if you're joining me live, please say hello. I'd love to shout out to you. And if you're joining me on the replay, then let me know that too. And I'll catch up with you after I've done it. And for those of you who I have not met yet, my name is Olive Dodd, and I'm here on my page to inspire you to build your business online the correct way using attraction marketing and not spamming your products, not losing your friends, chasing after our friends and family. And so welcome. I want to teach you and share with you my journey, and so that we can build our business online and attract people to us the correct way. So I am also on a live challenge, and this is day 6 of our Facebook live challenges. And we do live challenges or lives on Facebook in order to build our audience and get to know our audience, and so that they can get to know us. And it is a huge part of building your business online. So I have joined a 14-day live challenge with my mentor Helen, and this is how I've got started, just by doing lives. And so it is so important. But today's challenge is to tell a personal story. And so for me, this is jumping way out of my comfort zone. From these challenges, I am more comfortable, and I emphasize the more comfortable. There's still that tiny little bit, and as we practice, we get better. But today, telling a personal story is getting my comfort level just, a little bit more of that fear coming in here. But I am pushing through it, and I want to emphasize that. And the story I want to share is about my growing up in my family home as a young child to a teenager. And the issue is that my father was an alcoholic. And at the time, I would hide that. It was that time of, social society where you didn't talk about these things. All these things were hidden. You had to have, the perfect family. And I would go to my friends' houses and I would see such a difference. And I was embarrassed to have friends come over to my house. And in fact, one time, my friends and I, now I'm a teenager at this time, and it's very influential, and what your friends think about you is so important at that time. And so I had some friends over, and we were in the living room, and I came out of the living room, and there my father was on the stairs, fallen down on the stairs, just kind of passed out. And like, what do you do? It's just like your world just comes crashing down, right? So wow, I didn't think this was going to influence me, but yeah, so just telling the story brings back that feeling of just hopelessness. And so yeah, so it wasn't a good time. And so I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. I stayed very quiet. I wanted to please people in order to get that encouragement and that lifting up. But, and so then if you didn't get that, you just stayed very quiet. So years later, a friend of mine I relayed this story, and they asked if I had forgiven him. And I thought, okay, well, that's a good point. And so, I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, because when you forgive, it's for yourself, because whether you forgive someone or not, the other person may or may not know that, but you're forgiving them so to release yourself. And so I thought, okay, well, that's a good idea. But just recently, I'm also part of a Toastmasters club, and I've just fairly new in that. And so every week we have a theme, and there's table topics, and you get up and you talk about whatever that theme is. You get asked a question. And so just recently, being Father's Day, the theme was Father's Day. But I purposely didn't go to that meeting because I didn't want to be a hypocrite, and I didn't want to be negative. and I didn't want to say anything, and I didn't want to get into the story, so I just avoided it. And so, I'm not proud of that. That's probably not a very good thing to do. So I am here now, doing this, pushing forward. And so my point for this whole thing is that this is very uncomfortable for me, but I am pushing through it. And that is the number one way to build your self-confidence, is to just push through it. Get out of your comfort zone. And a lot of people who want to start their business online are afraid of going live. And so I know another friend of mine, Jo, who's doing so well. She was so afraid to go on lives, and now she's just killing it. And I am so proud of you, Jo. So that is my point, is just get out of your comfort zone, overcome that fear, just take that step forward. Yeah, and yes, it's going to be hard the first time, but man, oh man, it's going to feel so good, and then you just feel so, each step, every time you do that, you feel so much better. And so I know after this, it's going to be, wow, okay, well, I can get on there and I can be real and authentic, and I can do it. And I was just at a conference where people were up on stage and they were being real. And so here I am being real and authentic and raw, and that's the way to go. And so when I was thinking about this topic, I also researched a few other things to do, and just kind of off the top of my head. And it's also really, really helpful to have a community of support, to have a mentor, like-minded friends to give you that support. And it's just, you see them doing the same thing, and that gives you the inspiration to do it yourself. So I hope by my talking today and showing you a little bit about myself, that inspires you to go out there and do it yourself. So having that community is so wonderful. And just a couple other things. And then don't compare too. I often fall into this trap, of comparing myself to others. Well, my family isn't like that family, so I'm no good. But it's your own journey, I have learned from my story. It has made me who I am today. And so, and just be proud of that. I just saw a post this morning about how if you're going to be weird or different, then do it with confidence, and just wear it. Wear your own smile and just be who you are and be proud of it. And there's a few quotes that I really love that I wanted to share. And you don't need anybody else's permission to be on your journey. So your journey is more important than what other people think. And I really love that. But there's another quote here from Louise Hayes that I want to read. And it's, if you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked, try approving yourself and see what happens. So that's from Louise Hayes. And then look for evidence, to support the other side of your criticism. If you're saying that you're not good enough, look at times when you have succeeded. And also, failure is a fail forward. Failure is not an option. Like Thomas Edison made something like 1,000 mistakes before he finally created the light bulb. And so where would we be now if he had stopped trying? So it's from these failures and all these things that we grow. So I hope that has inspired you, and I appreciate all the people that come and join me live and listen to my lives. Thank you so much. All your support is certainly helping me, inspires me to keep going. So if you feel that this can inspire somebody else, please feel free to share it. And I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever part of the day it is for you. Day, evening, I'm coming here from British Columbia, Canada. Okay, and that is a wrap for me today. Bye for now.